I saw a lot of you guys saw and commented on my last week's episode. Thank you guys so much. It means a lot. Keep sharing it all. This week I want to talk about burning out and how to get out of that funk when you feel burnt out, because honestly we've all been there before. It's tough to get so not burnt out because we work so much these days. We put so much emphasis on success. So I'm gonna call this a 4-step process when you feel burnt out, whether it be from work, from what you're doing, just a bunch of different things that can come into play. So let's start. Number one would be to focus and find your passion. It's gonna be different for everybody. You may be a skater because you want to win the Olympics, be on the ice all the time, and like that's your passion. You might work at Apple and want to change the way we view technology, or you just want to be that guy at work that's going to outshine everybody because you're the best at what you do. Whatever it is, it's going to be different for everybody, but you determine your own passion. Step 2, we want to find out what drives you. Like what's going downhill that's not so good, and maybe rank them, whether it be your family, friends, social life, your health. So maybe, you know, your job is causing you to have family issues. You're not communicating. Maybe whatever this passion is that you have, you're losing your social life because you spend all your time pursuing it. We want to dig deep and see what really matters to you. Write down all those things that you seem to be having issues with and kind of rank them. You can do it mentally, you can do it on paper, and look at it like 1 to 10. Let's write down 10 things that you seem to be having some sort of issues with. Once you figure out, say, those core values, take this extra step, and we talked about it a couple weeks ago, the power of visualization. So if you're having problems in your family life, in your head, what is your ideal family life? What do you picture as being healthy or in shape? You're having issues with your friends and you don't have a social life or something. Like what in your head is having a good social life? Have that visualization. So take an extra 5 minutes, take your top 5 out of those 10 that we figured out, and have that visualization. Think of how you can better yourself through that, right? Instill some positivity in yourself, because it's so powerful when you're able to get rid of these negative thoughts and put happy ones in. What do you envision as being perfect? And I know there's no perfection, but do the exercise. What do you envision as being perfect? So number 3 is probably the hardest one. It's easy to say this, but hard to implement it. I understand that. So what I'm gonna say is number 3 is you are the hero. Why do I say you are the hero? How does that make any bit of sense? If you're feeling some sort of burnt out and you're listening to this and you're watching this today, you took the time to sit down, press play, and listen to me rant. Because you take the action. You still define what you do. I may have some influence, some other people might have some influence, your friends might have some influence, but in the end, you still take the action to do what you do. If you took the time to go through and do number 1 and number 2, you know how to get out of the burnout to become that perfect person or do the perfect job and do what you do. So now give yourself permission. Say, yes, I, Kevin Wu, can go do this because. Nobody else needs to tell you and give you permission. Just do it yourself. Know that you got to do it yourself. So you're the hero. You have given yourself permission, I do, to go take action and do whatever it needs to be done. Step number 4, you're on the last one. Friends mean so much to me in my life, and so does my family. I would rank them number 1 and 2. No questions asked. That they are my support team. If you're feeling down, if you need help with anything, talk to someone, get some help on it. I believe there are enough people out there that no matter what, will support you and push you in everything that you do. I think the greatest part about social media and the internet these days, there's probably somebody out there who has experienced what you've experienced before, or is going through the same motions of what you're going through right now. Reach out for help. Don't be afraid to ask. Hey, sometimes you got to give yourself permission to ask and say, I'm gonna go ask. I'm gonna take the favor. Kevin, what did we just listen to? What did we just talk about? We talked about how to not get burnt out. So number 1 is define your passion. Find why you do what you do to get to where you want to be. Number 2 is at your core. What are your core values that seem to be having issues? Rank them 1 to 10. Extra exercise, visualize how to perfect it and what is perfection in your head. It's gonna be different for everybody. Number 3 is to know that you're the hero, man. You're the motherfucking hero in your own story. How do you become the hero and take action? By telling yourself and acknowledging that I can do this because I am the hero. Number 4, use your friends. Ask your friends, ask your family for help when you need it. Use your buddy system. Use your friends to help you get where you wanna go. Because in the end, you're gonna help them out too. You can do it. If you need help, I'm here for you. Reach out. Have a great week, guys.